Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Game 3 of this finals matchup of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. As we have two titans of the community facing off, ta909 versus Bogie Smalls. Bogie has taken 2 games of this best of 5 series. We're hoping TA can clutch up a bit to extend this one further. Otherwise, we might all be calling it early. I'm Malchior, joined here by Alsoa. What do you think, Alsoa? TA is literally the best. And he's down 2. What do you do?
Quack, 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 quack.
Yes. Translation. My personal opinion is TA is the kind of guy who will be willing to skip every single dungeon, and as a result, goes fast through his combat choices and his dungeon decisions. And it's burned him the past 2 seeds. Bogie perfect routed game 1 and found an early white sword in a 2Q8 in game 2. TA might have to dig a little more than he normally would consider.
Well, that's also going to depend on if he gets a recorder to start. Because if this is a recorder start, being down 2-0, you might be a little bit more willing to take something like a 1 through 4. But I still don't see TA deciding to go ahead and just jump into like a 6 or an
8. Yeah, I can see that. I do believe, item start's gonna be very important. Also, I want 2Q front half, shape 7 through 9, please.
I concur, and I would like to see a doubled at 9. Oh,
there it is. Uh-oh, TA's favorite item.
Yeah, at this point, you just don't do stuff. Okay, so now we get... Okay, well, I mean, if you're going north, then it's actually not faster to up A.
I up A continue, I don't up A save.
No bombs.
Dude, the game 2, they spent like 2.5 minutes resetting to try and get the global on number 1 for the bomb drop, because they started up at the waterfall.
Okay, folks, we have...
Oh, we got a 2Q something. There's some shooty swords.
And... TA is ahead. Well, TA was ahead by a whole lever squad.
And we're even. Let's go. And both of them going to go for the globals again.
They're both going to, look for bombs here. Neither's going to get a bomb.
Reset. Here we go.
Oh my goodness, we have such things.
They did this about 5 times on Monday.
Yeah, gets it.
He's going to do it again.
Honestly, I kind of agree with this.
This is how much they...
No.
He's going to do it on his route. This is how much they value early bombs, because they want exploration immediately.
Well, also, if you're TA, you save here, you do the Deadwoods, southwest corner, and grave, and then if there's nothing in the 2 bomb spots, you just get your bombs back.
Oh, yeah.
TA is going to elect to take the damage there, which tells me we might actually see an up A after the southwest.
Watch out for the gorillas.
Bogie gets bombs. TA gets nothing. Oh, gorillas ambush up to the over.
The projectile special.
Bogie's electing to go near start. Okay. First, not level. That's a candle shop at 63.
Yeah, this is literally the full projectile package.
But look at this. TA finds a large secret worth 123 rupees according to chat. And there's a ladder! That's huge. Honestly, if I'm TA here, I'm really considering buying a team.
Bogie's gonna get there because he's gonna wrap over the river to get to Vanilla 3.
Yeah, but here's the thing. TA can go back there whenever he wants with a candle. So he may actually like to hold off on Deadwoods until he can go and get that ladder in the process. Then potentially you can just go ahead and wall wrap over to the east.
I agree.
Looks like both runners are instead going to go ahead and buy.
Yep.
Now, we can still have our double dip of 9 required.
Why are we already talking about that?
Because it's game 3 and I want chaos.
I mean, I want chaos.
Is almost dead.
I want chaos too, but I also want bed.
Triple dip of 9 is almost, but not quite dead. Actually, no. Triple dip of 9 is dead. Ladder would have to be a 9 in order for triple dip of 9
You're
to be a thing.
starting way too early. We gotta get intel on the seed first.
Meh.
Oh, he gets a bomb drop from the Wizzy. Nice.
I don't know if that was a force or not, because I haven't been keeping track of TA's kill count.
I don't know if it was a force, but I love the swag. TA will clip into walls, clip into bushes, save a few frames, but mostly he does it just because it's fun. Like, come
Like
on.
that.
Come on.
No, you know what? Honestly, forget double dip of 9. Let's get a nice 2Q3 double dip where the raft blocks the rare shop that has the meat, and the power bracelet's in 2Q3, which blocks all the other meat shops.
Well, we got a 5 for you, and entering here around the center, I'm thinking a 1Q5?
Yeah, this feels like a 1Q. It's definitely not 2Q. So we don't get... So, yeah. No, actually, that can't be 1Q. That's a shame.
Yay!
Because of the way you entered where that spot is. That is a spot on 1Q5, but you can't enter from the bottom there. And here's Cinnamon Roll the Lesser.
Okay. I'll take Shapes front half, 2Q back half.
Yeah.
The only reason the 2Q back half isn't as appealing anymore is because 9 is so easy.
But this is, if you're a fan of keys not existing,
This is how you make that happen.
Well, here's the thing. Level 8 is going to require a bunch of keys. Level 7 is going to require a bunch of keys. Bogie's going to see his ladder here.
Yeah, this is good intel.
Actually, no. I think 2Q Shapes is the best for no keys.
Alright, with only potentially 3 games remaining, our predictions have to be on point. What items are going to be in this 7? Talk to me.
Alright. 7, my gut's saying double hurt.
Hey, I was going to say the same thing.
Alright, so we seem to be on at least the same wavelength so far.
Yeah, double heart, and then it'll be 5 hearts to go pick up that ladder.
But the muggers are going to want a bomb capacity or 5 keys.
Alright, I like this awareness here by Bogie. Going ahead and getting... His money was pretty high.
Yeah.
Also getting the cheap meat, knowing that we're in a 2Q something.
He is going to go ahead and elect to leave 7 here. I don't disagree with this at all, given that you've seen a triple bar red bubble room. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, and likes, that'll just be slow combat on wood sword. So
Yeah.
it's nearby. You can come back later. Now
You want to go there with a wand.
He did the same kind of thing in game 2, and that's where Bogie found a white sword in the 2Q8 that TA dipped early, because in the previous game. They did that global hunt on the blue Octoroks for like 2 minutes until Bogie got bombs and TA didn't, and he abandoned it.
So let's see what TA likes to do here. Because TA does currently have the better dungeon knowledge, and as we saw in his series versus Chester, having that dungeon knowledge can be a huge factor.
I agree. Yep.
Now, yes, Candle Row is something that very commonly gets checked, but if Bogie gets on a roll with bombs here, he may elect to go ahead and just try to clear out some of that mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he can find a dungeon that's got a power bracelet in it. Nice clip, TA.
Yeah. I definitely don't hate Death Mountain as much as I used to. There we go, double heart.
Okay. And
Don't go back to the ladder yet.
Oh.
Continue on your natural route until you can maybe get one more heart.
Well, here's the thing. TA's going to go through the grave, probably be able to cut back through Deadwoods, head down, hopefully pick up the ladder, and then world wrap.
Oh, burn checks. Okay.
Yeah. Bogie finds 2Q8.
At that one bomb spot near grave.
Now, this is kind of interesting that we're
here we go. Anytime I see this dark X room, like 60% of the time, the compass is also there.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of interesting routing, though, that neither runner is actually actively going for the Armos. They're both going to kind of just let it be routed in naturally as they go.
You mean like beelining to east?
Yeah. Especially, oh wait, hold on. Tia might be headed there now with an anywhere that goes there. Yep, okay.
Alright, yeah, so he's gonna go east for Armos. I mean, with Heart Shuffle, it's probably just another heart. Oh my gosh! First stair drops you straight into your tri-room. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about with Bogie. He's not gonna take the instant Triforce immediately. He's gonna, like, do a quick little peek around this 2Q8. This is what got him an advantage in Game 2.
And I've become a very large fan of at least check a couple of rooms around the Triforce, because you may find something good, but if you don't find something within a couple of rooms and you say, okay, I've done my due diligence, I'm going to pick up the Triforce now, no harm, no foul in my book.
Yep, TK has found level 3 over in Lost Hills area.
This is definitely a shape.
Alright, Bogey's gotten hit, so he's lost sword. He's probably going to consider that Triforce now.
Yeah, I think at this point, maybe you check the room to the right of the Triforce to see if it's a free stair, but elsewise you just go. But TA's not taking the free Triforce here at 3.
Yep, this is very anti-ta909. Normally, he's trying out if he doesn't find quick items. But finding one item here might just lead him on that course. Oh, we got segmented 3.
And here's the thing, I'm not actually that surprised, because I kind of expected coming into this, with TA being down 0-2, a little bit of a strategical adjustment may have been seen, and I think that's what we're seeing here, is TA is willing to go ahead and at least take some of these smaller levels.
Yep, and we got first Triforce 9 minutes in by Bogie Smalls from 2Q8. He's going to hope he does not have to return. Oh, TA has lost sword.
Well, Manhandler probably doesn't care.
Probably doesn't care. Oh, gotta be careful. Nope. That's
not good. Okay, there we go.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, bomb drop on the floor. I say that's no harm, no foul.
No, it's fine.
Because that could have easily been a good item.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. He has to spin the key. We're going swordless for a bit.
Now, that could very
easily... Will he do doors? Oh, he's going to use bombs for speed.
I don't think he's going to use too many bombs here, though, because here's the thing. The best case scenario right now, actually, is that at the bottom grade in this 3.
Yeah.
But it can't, because 2Q prevents bottom grades from shuffling.
I could see using 2 to 3 bombs to get through this keys room, since the red bubbles are right as you pop out of the stair.
I like that TA's trying to wait for the key.
No, oh, love that. Love that position.
And gets a bomb on the last one, gets a key back for his efforts.
Oh my gosh. Not doing that without a sword.
Level 6 for Bogie. Bogie does not yet know that this is shapes.
He'll find out soon.
Yeah. Let's see, compass. Don't need it. But good to know that you don't need to go through that room.
You saw the try early.
Yep. Now, TA may... Ooh,
there's some logs.
I would not be surprised to see TA pick up the Triforce and then just go ahead and check, open the store for free, do some quick checks that don't require a lot of combat.
This is going to be most certainly a Triforce grab, re-enter, pirouette that door for the free open, because he's seen 85% of these rooms.
Yeah.
You wouldn't skip 4 to 5 rooms to get a guaranteed item.
And your opportunity cost at this point going back in, yeah, it's so incredibly low. This makes every bit of sense right now.
So he leaves the dungeon, goes back in from the same side, and the pirouette trick allows him to open that key door on the other side for free.
I do expect Bogie knows at this point that it's shapes.
Yeah.
You're one column too far over. 6, another key, good. A book would be surprisingly useful for TA here, I think.
Not even clearing the quad room yet. Oh, and he got locked in. Ooh. He's gonna go back to that Zol room. Unless he knows quad shooters doesn't drop in 3.
Either that, or he's thinking, okay, well, there's a white sword for Bogie on the floor at 6.
Oh, it's starting again!
But, hold on, let's see what TA gets here in 3.
Bogie Smalls again with the early combat advantage.
But TA with the key advantage. Not something that can be ignored, although Bogie's going to find 3 here. There's the blue bubbles TA wanted.
Well, I forgot he's over there.
Ooh, okay. Red ring. Not bad.
That's very nice. And in 90% of other cases, I would say, hey, that evens out the white sword. Against the best runners that we have in our game, offense over defense every time.
Yes. Now, TA still does have some extra dungeon knowledge, just from locations of levels 5 and 7. And so far, outside of the Tektites, I haven't really seen a ton of things roll up, necessarily.
Bogie doesn't even want to clear. He assumes because he got locked in with that shutter door, that room's not going to drop anything. And he's most likely right in this case. So he saves time by just skipping that out. He'll get his red ring. He's going to get his red ring in a second. And he's going to be thinking, oh my goodness. Red ring, white sword. Red ring, white sword, 15 minutes, I'm ready to cook.
But will Bogie be willing to spend the keys?
Yeah, I think
because that's the thing. Bogie's down to 1 key. He may decide, you know what, I have recorder, I can come back to this later, because I don't want to spend my keys right now.
Alright, well, we had Fury SK's favorite item under the Armos statue.
Honestly, the boomerangs themselves aren't terrible. They're not
they
necessarily
aren't.
good, but there's certain use cases for them that I think are particularly strong.
It's early enough that it would be okay picking one up, and in fact, TA did pick it up. Alright, if Bogie, he keeps his sword through the bubbles.
He didn't.
He didn't?
He got hit.
Oh, I missed it. Alright, well, he's gonna have to do the same thing TA did. A little bit of swordless right here.
Now, if TA finds 6, it'll be interesting to see if he elects to dig it, because if he does, that'll get him the white sword, but he has more keys.
With Red Ring, he really doesn't have much fear, so I'm certain he'll dig.
I think he'll dig up to the Triforce clan rooms on the way, and that'll get him his white sword. It's just a matter of how much further is he going to dig past that.
Do you Rick 6 past it? Do you do the quick little peek after?
Honestly, well, Bogie didn't see a Triforce, so if TA just clears rooms as he goes, looking for a Triforce, I think he's just going to natively route into it if he's trying not to spend keys. Hint here for Bogie. Now, Bogie's got the 1 key. If Bogie does not pick up another key, I'm not entirely sure if Bogie is willing to spend the key to go look for this other item. Knowing that he doesn't necessarily have the money to buy another one yet.
We shall see. I'm of the opinion, I don't care if it's single key. I don't know it's single room necessarily. Yeah, see, Bogie, he knows what got him to this point. And
well, he also has a door here he can check.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to be interesting if he decides to dig it or not.
Yeah. He's still swordless.
Right.
So this will take a little extra time. But Bogie knows what got him to this point, and it was being thorough. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Now, we'll see if TA does end up routing over towards that white sword. Does elect to go ahead and candle boost and go
good candle boost around.
Gets the map. Bogie's gonna go towards where the ring is.
Room. Gets his key refunded, gets his sword back, and more importantly, he's gonna see this, and he's gonna believe that he has hit Hater. And he certainly has.
But TA is not far away from this white sword. In fact, I believe it was in this room. So TA's gonna close that combat gap very quickly.
Alright.
So the combat advantage really wasn't there for Bogie
really
because... Oh, it's not this room. I thought it was that room.
It's up one.
I think he'll go up one here. I don't necessarily see him leaving.
He should
at this
spend
point.
the key. You gotta make progress somewhere.
Yeah, he's gonna go up here. He's got the keys for it. This will get him his white sword. And I think he's gonna keep going.
You should. Unless you run out of keys or bombs, you should.
And this is a really fortunate routing for TA to basically put them right back on an even footing for combat. Okay. Potential stare. Let's see what it is. Okay. That's guaranteed ladder. That's not insignificant.
How did Bogie miss this?
He didn't have a key.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, Bogie was 1 key short going into 6.
See, now he's key locked to go further in 6. This is when you leave. You can return because 3 is nearby. Mm-hmm. I'd be saving that to ladder immediately. I guess finish Waterfall. Finish over to Waterfall and go get your ladder.
I was about to say, I don't mind doing these couple of checks here just because they're right.
Oh, Raft to 1!
Raft to level 1, okay. Both runners do have that, so that's not going to be a concern. TA is going to go ahead and pick up an additional bomb pack.
And this is what Red Ring is for.
This room shouldn't have a push block in one if it's got a Triforce there. Arrow shot for TA. Gonna go ahead and buy them. I like that a lot.
Cool. I'm fine with that. We've already seen Pulse Voice in the dungeons.
You've already got Red Ring, so you're not going to spend money on that. And so far, there hasn't been any indication you're going to need money for Muggers.
Yeah. Now, you might have to buy a meat later. Oh my goodness!
Wand is good. It's good mainly for the red bubble factor, but in terms of combat advantage, it really depends on how consistently you're going to be able to wand sword glitch and what enemies you're fighting.
We're talking about TA and Bogie. They're going to do it all the flipping time. What are you talking about? That essentially doubles the combat.
I'm talking about there's a ladder block in one, which is not insignificant at all.
Yeah, Bogie's going to have to get back to the Deadwood soon. But he's got his Triforce here. Take one item out of one and just leave.
Bogie's also on 3 heart stuff.
Who cares?
The fact that the ladder's white sword item cares a lot.
He's not on 3. Oh, yeah, that's the point.
He's on 3 hearts.
He's on 9. He's on 9 hearts.
Okay, again, the ladder doesn't add the amount of effective hearts you have from the red ring for counting for white sword item purposes.
Stabby, stabby.
Now, I do... Honestly, though, if TA just rolled wraps here, he'll find one and he'll be able to just keep going.
Yeah, and that's what he's probably going to do, because he's going to finish checking Deadwood's area. And then, with ladder... Anytime I can get ladder in this quadrant, I'm always considering World Wrap.
But this is where it gets kind of interesting, though, because, like, these are just... In 90... I would say in, like, 90 to 95% of races, these little incremental advantages can end up being evened out. But when you have runners of this caliber, every decision matters.
Everything matters. Alright, on the coast.
Hard on the coast, but Bogie's ladder blocked out of going north of 1. If the Triforce is not down here, he's got to walk all the way back.
Yeah.
Which, okay, you can world map it, but that's still time you have to spend compared to TA, who's going to just clear this out.
I swear, it almost looked like he was going to recorder that.
I thought it was too, and I'm going to be like, that's not the time to recorder before you check the spot. So now TA will end up with a wand.
Also, TA didn't... He was so focused on the world wrap to get over to his coast item, he didn't recorder that spot south of Grave.
I thought he got it earlier, actually. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm just calling out. I'm calling out what chat's seeing.
Hey, if they're seeing it, I would not be surprised at all.
3 Triforces, 21 minutes. This is looking like Game 1 Bogie. Like, Game 1 Bogie just had the perfect route, found his combat early, found his information early, and just cooked. And sub-houred, like, easily.
But, at the moment, is still missing the ladder, which isn't insignificant here, because if there's something deep in this one, honestly, Bogie's got 2 items out of it. When does he come back?
Yeah, this will be interesting to see what TA finds up here past the Chevy room.
If this is Bo or Magic Key, that's huge. Well, there's a
we
key.
know Bogie is likely to return at some point soon. I mean, you have Recorder. You can get back to your 1 at any time.
You
and
do?
I would prioritize digging to 1 over anything else.
But the only hesitation I would have to prioritizing digging 1 over anything else is you still have to go into dungeons like 5 and 7 anyway for the Triforce.
Yeah, there's a heart. So
He's still going to be able to clear this out.
1 is dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Although T is going to like to leave with
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Honestly, yeah, it's the same logic as Bogie leaving with 2 out of 3. You have the recorder, you get back there whenever you want.
Yeah.
And both of them are just missing hearts, which if they find their go mode items, they're not going back to 1. Which, really, the big outstanding item at this point is the bow.
Yeah.
But they're once again right back on top of each other. TA again with a little bit more dungeon information, knowing where 5 and 7 are. But Bogie knows where 8 is, which isn't insignificant.
As soon as TA's done with East Hyrule, DM over to Grave is going to be his next routing. So he'll find 8 in short order. Within the next 10 minutes, I bet he finds 8. That's not a worry. My question is, when do you route 6 back in?
You route 6 back in when you have a power bracelet, honestly, if you can, because then you can get the power bracelet spots and the ladder spots on the river.
I want to be at least 3 keys as well. We've seen a lot of keys in that 6. Yeah, Triforce of 8. It's in the back of the dungeon, but there's a compass 1 room in. And the first stair you take, provided you just take your stairs in, because that's the thing you can do in 2Q8. You can take stairs, or you can skip them and like just try and go in straight lines. But since it's in the back of the dungeon, the number 1 thing you do is take a stair. And the first one you take, it drops you on the Triforce. So 2Q8 can be done in 3 rooms.
In this particular seed.
In this seed, it can be done in 3 rooms if a bow or silvers is not in the back.
But here's the other thing, though. TA may elect to go ahead and do 5 and 7 before going to 8 to see if he even needs to care about items in 8.
I mean, as he should.
Because if you can 3-room 8 and not have to care about the items, that in and of itself is a time saver, even if both you and your opponent do the same thing.
Yeah. Because TK's already seen the Spirals of 7.
I like the potion here.
This is one of the first times in my life I've ever seen ta909 pick up a potion.
Oh, here's the thing. You haven't seen Magical Sword. You have Red Ring and White Sword, so you got plenty of combat.
The point is just the rarity of it and how serious he's taking this matchup.
Oh yeah, no, it's one of those cases of TA's not necessarily playing this his normal style, but he saw that his normal style didn't necessarily work in games 1 and 2. I think he's coming in with the approach of, I need to do just enough different. I don't need to abandon the way that I play Z1R seeds generally, because the way he does it generally is very good. What I'm seeing here are adjustments based off of, okay, what I was doing before is not working. There has to be an adjustment somewhere. TA's gonna go check the ladder spots here. Now, if there's a dungeon here, it becomes very big for TA, especially if it's got something like a bow. TA's checked Forgotten Spot, Bogie has not.
Yep, alright, so the ladder checks are done. He's gotta be careful. Goodness gracious. There's the clip.
TA's fine. TA's got like 4 hits, he's good. Ooh, we're going to East Death Mountain first. This actually... I can't disagree with this play, actually.
I can't either. It's here. Get it done.
And honestly, TA's probably just going to up A out of this anyway. So you might as well end on this spot. Getting the Bogie's arrow, it's annoying, but it's not terribly difficult to do. There's Magical Sword.
Bogie should be finding 7 soon. 7 over here at Candle Row corner. Candle Row corner.
But TA finds 4. Okay. You can't pirouette that, but I do like this decision to go ahead and try to pirouette the side.
Yeah, you're on single key, you're in shapes. Alright, here we go.
I think you gotta burn the key here.
You gotta.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about burning another key.
To the right.
Yeah.
Uh-oh! This is gonna be segmented hard. It goes down, baby!
Bogie left to Q7 and is going to leave to Q5. This is... or Shapes 5. Leaving Shapes 5 is kind of interesting. Only because I think there's enough... Oh, it's double...
Oh my goodness!
That's actually really good news for TA, though, because he's going to be right there when he goes to 5 and 7. How long does it take Bogie to go to East Death Mountain?
What do you mean? He's doing it now. So, Bogie wants full... Oh, he wants his ladder. Never mind, he wants his ladder.
I was about to say, you have 3 dungeons and you also have a ladder you can pick up, but the power bracelet's in 4. We have not seen 9
that
yet.
Will lead TA towards Graveside, and where he can find that 8 at the bomb spot.
Yes. So, Bogie's going to go here for a ladder.
We're only missing 9 at this point. 28 minutes in.
Oh, we've already seen a double raft blocker. question will be, when does Bogie head to East DM? Because he's got 3 levels he can do right here.
You do the 3 levels.
Right. Or do you just do 2 and 5 and say I'll come back for 7 and once I have my items?
No. Why?
Because 5 is literally right there. If you can just get the Triforce out of 7 and not have to worry about the items, that's a faster set.
Oh no, you don't dig the levels, you just do them.
You might dig 2.
Oh, you dig 2, you don't dig 7. You might dig 5, depending on its size.
You
But I'm not
probably
thinking
dig
about
5,
it at
the
this
enemies are
point.
easy enough. Plus 5 tends to have a decent amount of keys, so... Also, any key in 4, hello!
All the keys.
That's... Okay, so TA's gotten an interesting amount of advantage out of this 4, because he's not going to have to worry about keys. Oh, and there's Triforce, he's out.
It's so funny how all of these seeds so far have just been, let's find all the convenience items within 30 minutes. Games 1, 2, and 3 have been, find the convenience items that let us just go faster. And then we'll find our necessary stuff later. Oh my gosh!
Okay, so...
If he saves out to check his raft spot,
he's still going to be missing 8.
he's gonna go grave first. You better go grave before West DM.
Well, you're going to go grave before West DM, but I don't think you're going to go to the raft spot before West DM.
Yeah, alright. But still, good grief. That's everything. That's full knowledge of all of our locations within 30 minutes. Dude!
This is fine. This is fine. Here's why this is
No,
fine.
this is more than fine. This is genius.
You're going to go grave before you go to West DM on the way up.
That's what I'm saying. This is genius. He finds 2 now. Then he goes grave first. He finds 8. He'll skip West DM.
And he's gonna go to 5 and 7 before he leaves here anyway.
Yeah, no, this is genius.
This right here might be the game-winning play from TA. We don't know yet, but...
I will tell you right now, that save, just West DM alone, not counting the fact that you would have to walk back down the ladder, that just saved at least 3 minutes of overworld time.
Plus, Plus, here's the other side of it. Depending on what's in 9... Actually, depending on what's in 9, both of them are going to go to 1 before they go to 9, so... Well, yeah. No, it's 2 key 9. It is 2 key 9. Do you go to 1 before you go to 2 key 9? Every ounce of me says yes, but... There's a heart for TA. TA does know where the magical sword is, which isn't entirely insignificant because it's right near 9 if he gets enough hearts. Bogie might actually check West Death Mountain here, though.
Well, yeah, I'm certain Bogie will probably check West DM before East DM because he is going to warp to 8, and then that'll get him to Graveside, and then there's a 50-50 on the DMs.
So, yeah, TA is going to pick up a bunch of time there. The question will... And TA doesn't have to worry about keys either. Bogie will have to worry about keys for 5 and 7, which isn't entirely insignificant. Yes, 5 has a tendency to have a lot of keys, but you also get this. A segmented segment. So, that's going to change Bogie's routing a little bit. Now, getting back to your question, when do you go back to 6? Honestly, I think TA just goes back whenever he finishes the dungeon or right before he's ready to go to West DM.
Yeah, 6 would be one of his last dungeons at this point because it'll be the largest, and it has his lowest capability to have... It can't have bow and silvers, it only has 1 item because they already got white sword. So Bogie gets his try out of 5.
Gonna go back in, I don't think he saw any of the items.
Okay, then.
I don't hate this play because, again, 5 can be good on keys. You're still missing 2 items. You don't know where 2 of your levels are, and you still have a power bracelet at large in terms of...
I agree with current information. Going back in is the play that one would make, and it might even be the right play because you need 2 items.
In TA's case, it's going to be different.
You'd rather dig a Shapes 5 before a Shape 6.
it's going to be a very different question for TA because he's got all of
Oh, hits available for Mr. Smalls. Book found.
Hit shop?
We have seen Hit Shop. It was literally one of the first caves we saw.
Okay. TA's probably gonna end up with this book though, depending on how many wraps this 5.
I think he stays.
And depending on if he stays.
I don't think TA stays and digs. I think he gets his Triforce when he did.
Yeah, the Triforce is right here. Yeah, this probably is gonna be TA dips.
He's gonna check over here because he's got the any key. Might as well.
Yeah, this is fine.
But Bogie has to go through the segment to look for his stair.
And TA has pretty consistently been checking these couple of rooms around the Triforce. The double clip.
Alright, check the bottom of the dungeon. Don't leave it behind. That's going to be the part... You know that's probably the stair that gets you past the T. I don't even know if I'd check it for item. It's funny. Alright, did Bogie find an item stair in 5?
No, he just left.
Oh, he was considering it was getting too time consuming.
Yeah. Which I can't really say I blame him.
This is the kind of... Here we go. Big Duggar gets with the...
Thank you! Best hit in the game. Sail over the water to find the wand. Bogie already knew that.
The big one.
Step over the water to reach the... Oh! Coastside and TA's leaving.
Yeah, as expected.
Yeah.
He's going to let the game show him where the items are. This is traditional ta909. And this is especially how he plays when he has Recorder.
It's also a 2Q9, so the prospect of digging 9 isn't actually terrible here.
Correct.
We have not seen the other hint shop. Now, both of the runners with the wand are not going to be concerned about the red bubbles in here.
Yeah, let's talk about what we're looking at right now. They're in the same dungeon. They're like 2 rooms apart. They each have 5 Triforces.
Yep.
Each of them have knowledge of 7 locations. Bogie has not been up. I mean, TA has knowledge of 8, but like,
yep.
Level 9 is up in East DM. Bogie, TA is missing the 8 that is at the Oh My Boomer. TA is missing the 8 that is at the
TA's gonna check a little bit of extra rooms here. Okay, I was not. Oh, this is big. Look at that mugger.
Oh yeah, any key. Bogie's not paying up parts, but that's fine. Who cares? I would have gone 2 to 3 rooms into the 3x3 over there, but TA's. Here we go. It's TA time. Skip everything.
He's already gotten 1 item. He's already gotten 1 item. This doesn't surprise me at all.
It's TA time. Skip everything.
Yep. Bogie's gonna give up a heart here.
And he don't care.
TA's gonna head to Graveside.
Recorder is the other item. They already had it. 7 is dead.
No harm, no foul to TA.
7
okay,
is dead.
this is fine to me. Check these spots, get your 6 done, then head over to Graves. This is completely fine to me.
You and me are talking a lot. And not like finishing statements. Because they're going so freaking fast.
Well, look, we're going to start talking about how TA might go back to 7 at some point, but he's definitely going to go back to 1 and clear 9 before he goes looking for a bow. And then, what? Oh, I was expecting the Triforce and 6 to be right there.
I gotta say, I am surprised TA is coming to 6 now.
I'm not.
I think the idea is he would rather dig Shape 6 over 2Q8.
I don't think it's that. I think it's...
Oh, look at that.
TA doesn't, like...
It's just Fat 6. It's Fat Vanilla 6.
Well, there's...
Oh my goodness, he's leaving.
So, here's the thing. I'm not surprised that TA came to 6 because he wants to take these power bracelet spots looking for level 8. Might as well put
okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. You're right. That makes sense. Do it while you're in the area.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, we'll see if... This should be TA heading towards Graveside after checking this power bracelet spot.
Yes.
May check some of, like, the far eastern reaches of West Neum on the way. Gonna pick up a bomb pack here. Not a bad idea.
Well, the point I was trying to make is I would consider looking for my 8 first, knowing that I already have all my overworld items. And then I can dig 3 items out of 8 versus the 1 item that I hadn't found out of 6.
Yeah, but you're assuming you're committing to a dig of 8 at that point. If you're not committing to an 8 dig...
Are you committing to both Silvers and Bo being a 9? Alright, Bogey's getting his other item out of 7 here.
TA's going West DM before Grave.
Okay, well this
is interesting. With Power Bracelet, it's not terrible because you can get the Power Bracelet spot while you're here.
And there we go. Now we're skipping Heart Caves. Alright. So, this will cost some time. The save out is nullified in the time save it could have gotten.
But if Bogie does the same thing and does West DM first, then it ends up going kind of time neutral.
Yep. And TA's got to consider Force in a bit.
The other question, though... Bogey's going to go back to 1 now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Does...
I mean, you want to dig a 1 before you dig a 4 or an 8, so this won't take long.
Oh, that's not the question I was about to ask.
5, 6, 7, 8. So TA can't get hit. He's got to get his Force done.
I like that he's going this way to get up here to get to the spot.
I agree. 9. You don't know if they roll down or up.
He wants to get the bomb spot with the enemy, but he's just going to walk over here and do it here.
You just can't get hit. It's not. Just don't get hit. Oh. Oh! 1. 0. He knows how bad that was. He knows how bad that was. 1.
And then here's the problem. You need a bomb to get into 8. But TA knows where he's got a bomb shop.
The other hint shop. Alright, we're going back for the global. This will cost TA a couple minutes.
Not necessarily. Because if TA routes to the grave here, well, he doesn't do the rest of West End Mountain.
Okay, he's going to route the grave. This might actually save him a little time. Oddly enough. Wow.
And this is insane how just...
Okay, this is runner experience right here.
We're just replacing TA's picture with Bob Ross.
When your plan falls through, be prepared to pivot. It doesn't matter where you go, left versus right, east versus west. If you are always making checks every second, then you are saving yourself time. The only time that fails is when you pivot away from your check. Unfortunately, that will happen occasionally. This time, the pivot is going to save TA.
Bogie elected not to go look for the Triforce in 6. So he'll have to go back there. Whereas TA does not have to do that. There's the bomb shop TA wanted.
That's fine. He's getting it at a good time. He'll be able to take a bunch of these bombs to 9.
Because I think if TA does take the stair and he's just going to take the Triforce and leave. Again, he may take a couple of rooms around.
Well, here's the thing. Do you believe Bo and Silvers are in level 9?
So, here's where... Oh, TA went up first. This is interesting.
We're going to see a different route entirely because we couldn't go through that Chevy room initially because we were ladder blocked. He is not going to get the compass. He is not going to get the instant stair to Triforce. We could be here a while.
And Bogey's going to do East DM before West DM.
We could be here a while.
Potentially, but TA's on the correct side of the level to get to the Triforce. You might
Does it all connect?
Walk it with the 80.
Does it all connect? I can't remember.
I think it all connects.
Okay.
Because remember, Bogie got a certain distance west in this upper portion and then couldn't go any further because he didn't have the keys. But
and we're going around. Here we go. This is what 2Q8 does.
But again...
Oh!
Interesting. You can get out, though. And you can click back into that. But like you said...
We're seeing more stairs. This is what needs to happen, because we need to see items.
Yeah, because Chad and you have both pointed out, odds of both Silvers and 9 are incredibly unlikely. But Bogey's going to have full dungeon knowledge here. There's a one.
This is where I want to be. I want to be right here in the bottom and just keep going up, 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 up. You don't have to worry about stair shenanigans if the game keeps showing me rooms.
Now, here's what I expect Bogie to do. Look for the items in 4, go to 6, go to 9. I don't think Bogie looks for the items in 6, but if he gets turned around going to the Triforce, he might find the other item in 6 anyway. because it was
Oh,
pretty close to start.
I definitely don't consider him looking for the item in 6, because he already has one item in 6.
Yeah, no. If it's on the way, sure, he'll pick it up. He'll see what it is. He might not pick it up unless it's Bo or Silver's, but he'll at least see what it is on the way.
TA is speed.
TA is definitely... TA is going to elect to go ahead and get Sword back here.
I mean, I like it. You might run into an enemy that is immune to wand, like Dodongo.
It's also just nice to be able to wand Sword glitch. And Bogie's going to see that that key was not necessary to spend. TA is not checking that room for a stair, which is kind of interesting.
Huh.
Let's see. Another transport.
Alright, he realized he left it.
Either that or he's like, okay, if this is a transport, I want to check this last room before I go. Any key in 4 was kind of in the back. Past the... No, it wasn't past the Triforce, but it was near where the Triforce is. Hi, Dig Dogger. How are you today?
Seen a lot of stairs and no items. Does Spiky hold secrets?
Spiky holds a fairy.
And secrets!
Boy! That's what you need that's what you want to see if you're on Team TA. Because Bogie's not going back for that until he's done with 9.
Yep.
And honestly, might dig 6 before 9? Or before 8?
I mean, this ain't the full package still. Certainly TA will go to 9 now before anything else. But if
absolutely.
9 is empty, he's clearing everything.
Yeah, but he's got 1 item in 1, 1 item in 7, 1 item in 6. He presumably go to 1 first. Honestly, the best case scenario for TA is he gets all 3 items out of 8.
I don't think he'll do that.
Or if Silvers are at 9, that would also be really good. Nope, 8 block yet. Power Bracelet seen by Bogie. He's not even going to pick it up because he knows he doesn't need it.
Now, given the route TA took, he did miss the book in 5, so he does not have the luxury of finding the Silver's hint in 2Q9, if it even spawns.
Right, because there's only 1 old man.
Yeah.
So, your odds of getting it are 25%, assuming it doesn't get replaced by a mugger. Which it shouldn't, because it's 2Q, but, you know, add extra mugger rooms does weird things.
TA is struggling to navigate the tail of this 2Q8.
Goma can absolutely block Silvers, so a Goma block Silvers would also be kind of interesting.
That would be incredible.
And TA is going to elect to go ahead and up-pay.
Alright, now we're going the route. Here's the compass.
Does TA check the couple of rooms down this way to look for items here, or does he just take the stair?
I mean, you're 46 minutes in. And you know these runners have gotten to 9 within 50 minutes, sometimes even less. I think you could see the rooms toward the tail here, because the corner of the tail is where he was when he got kind of locked in. So see the rooms over here, see if it's nothing, and then you start taking stairs to get to that Triforce.
And you also don't know where that stair goes. For all you know, that's another one-way stair in 8. It's going to take you far away from the Triforce.
I mean, you just start taking stairs in general.
Yeah.
See, he's even bombing into the room. He'll spend his last bomb to see what's here.
And it is a stair room, actually.
Nope.
It doesn't have a push block, but it can. No bombs for TA is a little concerning, but there is a bomb shot nearby, and this could be a bomb upgrade that he can't afford.
This could be a bomb upgrade, and nope. Can't get it.
So TA is not going to gamble on that stair in the compass room, which is honestly not the worst decision in the world to make, because you don't know if it's actually going to lead you to the Triforce or not. Whereas you have a known path through this Goma. Now, TA's seen a lot of this 8.
He's going for the full. He's going for the full. Wait, what?
This stair leads him back towards the Triforce.
Yeah, but why didn't he clip?
He might... Honestly,
I guess
it might have been
diamond stair room, floor drop check.
Could have been that. Could have also been he wanted to have those doors open in case...
Diamond stair room, floor drop check. Didn't you kill this guy already?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Oh, because he'd be dead. He'd be dead.
Yes. TA's gonna check what the stair is. Okay, that's... Rear Gumbos with the boomerang. That is some knowledge for Bogie, but I think you already had that knowledge. Bogie never went
he had that
right
one.
here. So TA might not
TA
check this
is
room.
staying in 8 for a little. Let's see.
Yeah,
We're
I
going-
think you checked this room.
Go to the corner. Yeah. Like I said, just you've been here. Uh-oh.
This is fine. It could be a floor drop.
No, solid wall is what I'm worried about. We can't go further.
I mean, if it's a solid wall, you just pick up your Triforce. Yeah, I think you just take the Triforce and leave here.
All right,
Leave,
here we
out of bomb
go.
pack, go to 9. Problem solved. Because now you're only looking for one of the two in 9.
Yeah, we need bombs.
And
All right,
Chap,
he's already seen the corner over there. Okay.
thank you, Chap.
So we're still missing a floor item and another stair item in that 8. Oh my goodness!
Okay, this is interesting. This is very much not a play you would see out of TA almost.
This
ever.
is
Bogie? Bogie? Did you forget something?
your arrow.
No. Bogie forgot to get the Triforce out of 6. Was walking to the screen to 9 to work to 6.
Oh boy!
That might honestly have
This
been Bogie
is
wrong.
very much counter to TA909's normal intuition.
But second item.
And it's gonna pay off!
The package is an 8. TA's headed to. TA's gonna buy a bomb pack. Go to 9. If Bogie has to go to 8 here, but he has
There's
no
no
incentive
way.
to do so.
There's no way Bogie goes to 8.
Especially seeing the second item in 6. Oh wait, that's right. TA saw both items in 6 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This is TA has a ton of time now. And Bogie's routing north side of 6, which is also going to save TA some time, but TA's got to, whistle the 4.
Also, this is like a near full clear. They fully checked 2Q7. They fully checked 2Q8.
Well, now we're missing a 4.
Near full clear. 9 and 50 minutes.
I mean, when the game gives you Red Ring, White Sword, and a whole bunch of good stuff early,
Yeah, this is what you can see when you had the best players in the game going full speed with all of their resources.
and TA without the book doesn't have to worry about the wand fire.
That's even better.
Which, well, it doesn't seem like much. You can see it there on Bogie's side and now he's backed. This is not Ganon. There are dark rooms in 2Q9 that are not Ganon rooms. And also, Bogie's route in 6, even if that wasn't Silver's in 8, Bogie's route in 6 is still gonna eat up some time.
I think this is Ganon. That was a mask.
Yeah, this is Ganon.
Yep.
So you'll be checking the 2 doors around Ganon for Zelda immediately.
Yeah, this is just done and dusted. This is vintage TA909. Save for the fact, turning back into 2Q8. Now, he had seen most of the dungeon. So the investment wasn't as... I guess the opportunity cost was lower. But
Comparatively, yes.
traditionally, you and I both know we would see TA go to 9 in that predicament.
Yeah. And so far, the semi-anti-TA strats have worked in Game 3. We'll see if that continues to hold going forward, but TA's got... This is TA's race to lose at this point. Oh, this could be Zelda. Nope. That would have been a funny Zelda.
That would have been funny.
Like, hi, I'm Zelda! Oh, no, you're not.
Doesn't even have to line up the clip, just executes. Oh, here we go again. Instant clip. No, I don't need to.
I mean, that clip, I don't know what it's saved. And TA might not be as concerned about swag at this point. He might be thinking, it's 52 minutes, I had a bunch of stuff early, Bogie's gonna dot done any second.
Yeah, he's. You know he feels good about finding those silvers though.
Yes, but again, you're against Bogie, and both seeds, Bogie had a near perfect round from what I gather, especially game 1.
Also, talk about the 6. Bogie still hasn't found the try.
Yeah, it was down in the bottom corner.
TA found map, which led him to the bottom side of this fat 6, and then just had instant try, and now Bogie's going through the head, which is ginormous.
Bogie's been in the room with the map, I think. He just didn't clear it. I think because he didn't probably because he didn't have a sword, or figured, okay, I'm just not going to bother with this because it's level 6. I can be back later. Yeah. So Zelda playing a little bit of hide and seek here.
All right, left versus right ear. Which one you think?
I think it's going to be left ear.
Okay, I'll take right ear.
Oh, well, TA loses his sword, but it's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
you don't need a sword.
You got arrows and a wand, you're fine.
Yep.
There's a map. TA's not even going to worry about that. Well, I don't have many options left. Sadly, the boomerang does not work on the buttons.
We're going through.
Well, someone rip magic stare in the ear. Nope, not left ear. And here's Bogie getting to the south portion of level 6.
This one's gonna feel bad. Now Bogey's gonna probably correctly ascertain that he's behind, knowing the investment he's put into that 6.
But what will the response be in terms of, do you just YOLO gamble on 9, or do you go to 8? And if you go to 8, do you leave on 1 item? Because you could very easily justify leaving on bow and just go to 9.
You could.
We're getting the left ear check now, but TA's got to be careful with his resources. Very low on rupees, very low on bombs.
Bomb.
Bogey's going to 9 here.
That's
Zelda.
it.
TA's going to go ahead and get the clip. Everybody, please get your GGs in chat for ta909 taking Game 3 with an official time of 54 minutes and 36 seconds.
Freaking fast. Good gosh.
For a near full clear of 2Q8. That's insane.
So fast. Gosh. This is what happens when we give top caliber runners +4 damage within 15 minutes.
And a red ring to boot. So they don't even have to worry about combat hits.
There was that 8 blue Dark Knot room in level 3, and they're both like just carving them like butter.
But what? But you see, it's blue dark nut, so it's got to be one of those spice butters.
And Bogey's checking stairs in 9, looking, and he's like, "Uh-oh, answer's not here."
Yep. Looks like Bogey's just gonna say, you know what? I'll come back to 9. Bogie could very well come back to 9 after getting an item in 8.
Yeah, the point
also,
being for Bogie, he knows the full answer is not here in 9, because he still needs bow and silvers. Even if he found one item there, it doesn't matter. So he has to go and dig other dungeons. That's why he's out.
Now Bogie left 1 item behind in 5. Gonna go check that first. Bogie does not want to do this.
And this item is probably red candle.
Now, honestly, I would be doing the same place as Bogie.
Oh, I've been doing this too. 5 over 2Q8 every time. Oh, look, single key door, single room.
Yeah, he's got the any keys, fine.
No, the point being, here's your item.
Potentially, doesn't have to be.
He's seen everything else in the dungeon.
Oh, look, there's the item.
Here's
Hey,
your item.
I have to say, though, as somebody who often gambles on large dungeons, I am very appreciative that TA went and dug 8.
Oh, me too. I'd have left there.
At least go see if the full answer's at 9.
The only reason I probably wouldn't leave there, and we'll have to ask TA this, did he metagame any? Did he metagame thinking, like, my opponent dug the large dungeons last time and it paid off. Here's this try here. Should I dig this versus going to 9? Yeah, not finding the try led him to clearing the rest of the dungeon.
Right.
Which then, as mentioned, reduced the opportunity cost of coming back in and finishing it.
Yep.
If you find that try early, I don't think you stay. As we are joined by our race winner, ta909. GG's.
Hey, thank you.
So,
Hey,
who's going to go first?
You.
I'm very proud of you for digging 2Q8 because that's definitely the bird gamble.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really much of a decision because I only had 7 rooms left in the dungeon, and I had 2 outstanding items still, and I had just kind of walked into the bow. I lucked into it. The plan was dig out the remaining 2 items out of 2Q8. Then I was going to go to 1 because I skipped a 3rd item there. I skipped the 3rd item because I was low on keys at the time. And then I was going to go to 5, and then I was going to go to 9 because I felt like I was pretty far ahead just based on the way things were going that seed because I had early wand, white sword, and red ring. I didn't dig 5 or 7, which was near the start screen. And the overworld wasn't great. I close to full cleared it, but I felt like my order was really good for that seed. So my plan was just to dig everything outside of 9 other than the floor item in 7. And well, the silvers were right there, so it worked out in my favor.
So, one of the interesting things is you both kind of had like incremental back and forth small leads. Because for a while, Bogie had a Triforce lead, but you had a Dungeon Knowledge lead, and then Bogie got a Dungeon Knowledge lead from finding 2, but then you got it back from finding 4 and 9.
Even then, I think both of y'all still had the red ring and white sword combo within 15 to 20 minutes. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
that was relatively, those were not out of the way at all. I still felt really good though. I felt like I was moving quickly, and like level 1 being on the coast raft spot, and not missing that. Sometimes I like to skip that location, so I was able to. The ladder white sword item, I was happy about that. So all of the easy items, I didn't miss anything. I felt so I was feeling really good about that.
The one thing that actually hurt Bogie was his initial dig of 8 was 3 rooms. Ish. Because that stair in the compass room leads straight to the Triforce.
Yep.
So he checked a couple of rooms around it, but he just bounced.
Yep.
Well, something funny is that bow in that bow is you have to find the right staircase to get to that right little column there. It's not like you can just directly walk into it. So I was very very happy to find that bow. I knew that it was very possible that Bogie just misses the right column completely, just not taking the right stair. And that's another reason why I wanted to just focus on digging outside of 9. But how about double raft required seed?
fun stuff.
That was beautiful.
Also, good awareness while at Bogey's arrow. We're like, okay, he's gonna go to West DM now, which means he's gonna miss 8 and until like near the end, and it'll be a full clear overworld. But then the save out to not only do that, but find 2 in the process. It's like, oh shoot, he just saved himself a bunch of time, but then he went back to West DM anyway.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I was at the grave looking for the Armos item early, and I was asking myself if I wanted to continue down the grave or if I wanted to take, I think, the any road back to the northeast. And I said, nah, I'm not going to continue down the grave. And of course, level 8 was there, so if I had made that choice in the early game, I could have potentially avoided West DM completely.
Yep. All right. Well, Bogie now has the full package of bow and silvers, and he is off to level 9. Bogie lost a chunk of time just on the Triforce hunt of 6. He didn't find the path down as readily as you did. So in missing the map, he didn't know that there was that tail down there. It was essentially just beefed up 1Q6. And then right after that, it was Triforce.
Yeah, it did. The ink block kind of resembled 1Q6 a little bit. Yeah, I mean, if you go down and kill that Lionel room, you get the map, and then 1 room over is the Triforce. I actually died in that room first go, so you can see the case for missing that.
Yep. The other thing is you did have the ladder a little bit earlier, which allowed you to take a slightly different path in level 1. Ultimately, it didn't end up mattering for much of anything, because, both of you kind of cleared 1 pretty quickly.
Yeah, my strategy in the early game was to kind of get that ladder as soon as possible. because I knew it was second quest back half, and I really wanted that ladder for 2Q8 if it were to present itself. And just in general, it's nice to have that ladder, even though the coast item was only a hard container. It's obviously nice to ensure you're not going to be ladder blocks in the middle of a dungeon. So
Yeah.
And as
Go ahead.
a veteran runner, walk us through your thought process when you lost the Force in Death Mountain.
I was not happy about that. So, I had a 9 count going into that screen of blue Gurias, and that was just stupid to try to take on 8 blue Gurias and thinking I would be able to hit one of them at least once and then drop the bomb. What I should have done is just force off the blue lever on the screen to the left, or I could have just respawned and possibly got a red lever and could have done the combo with opening the wall and killing the red lever. That was just foolish, though.
Yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't the biggest deal in the world because 8 was not up there, but that was not a good attempt. Not a good attempt at all.
Eventually, it saved you time by losing the Force and being led away from West Death Mountain. And that's the point we were trying to make the chat, is that when plans don't go your way in this game, the most important thing is just to keep your checks per second or checks per minute as high as possible. If you screw up somewhere, pivot elsewhere. Just don't leave dead time on the overworld.
Yeah, absolutely. Get back on your feet and don't let it get to you too much. And I died and I went immediately to the part of the overworld that had the highest concentration of locations, which was the grave, and there was all the light.
Yep.
I like the way that Boof says it up. Just keep those little legs moving.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Boof also says those are Bob Ross moments. Those are happy little accidents.
Yep.
Happy little accidents, yeah.
So you avoid the sweep and force the game forward now.
Oh, thank God. At least I won a game. And, it seems like the community is really enjoying these races. So, first and foremost, that's what I care about the most, is making sure that, as competitive of a series as possible, and give something for the community to watch. You just sit back and relax on a Wednesday night and grab a beer, or order some food or something, and sit back for an hour and watch the game. And I really appreciate all of the viewers in the community and everyone in the community for tuning into these races. And if everyone else is having fun, then I'm having fun.
We are indeed having fun.
Yeah. More games the merrier.
That's right. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I can safely say all of us in the community would love to see this go to 5 games.
Yes. Yeah, everyone except Bogie. But no, totally.
I mean, I don't know. Bogie might be like, yeah, I'll just go 5. Why not?
Yeah, I'll throw game 4. Let's do a do or die in game 5.
That old man said Ganon awaits in the northeast. I think blocking the path to the pig, because I think we heard the roar from the old man room.
Yeah, Ganon was actually somewhat complicated. Because there were there was like a vertical and a horizontal shoot room in the vicinity of him, so there may have been a specific path you had to take, like going right at start and then up.
Yeah, it seems to be the case, because that's the only way Bogey's found, same way you did, and here's Ganon. And yeah, with the Patra masking the roar.
Yeah, of course, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Patra will do that.
Yeah, I don't think I was suspecting Ganon to be adjacent to that Patra, and then all of a sudden, there was Ganon.
When you entered the room, I'm like, that Patra's roaring a little loud. I think I heard a clip, and then the room went dark. I'm like, yeah, here he is.
Yeah.
You see, I was more tipped off by dark room with 2 shadow doors. Usually is an indication that that one that you're coming to is going to close behind you when it's scanned.
Oh, absolutely, that too.
Because in spite of 1Q9 and 2Q9 having dark rooms outside of, what's it called? Outside of the normal shapes logic, feels like it's not too terribly often. By the way, nice one-way door. It feels like it's not too terribly often that multi-shutter rooms exist outside of where Ganon is in 9s that are also dark. I don't know if that made sense when I said it.
No, that would definitely be rare. Yeah.
Yeah, so Bogie's still looking for Zelda. He did not want to spend his last bomb to get over to the right ear, so he doesn't necessarily know where she is. He's just working out his last holes in this 9, and then chances are he's going to go right back to that right ear and bomb over there.
I feel like every level 9 I'm in, my resources are just depleted by the end of it, especially if it's, something I've close to full cleared. I feel like every time I run a 9, I'm always at like 0 rupees, 0 bombs. I'm always struggling on resources.
Oh, you're just calculating out the exact amount of resources you're going to need in the seed so that you don't pick up extra stuff.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It's definitely that.
It's more so obviously me just getting really lazy about forcing and getting really stubborn with my arrow usage as well.
So now we're going to see Bogie make his way over to the right ear. Both of you picked up the map in 9, so we get to see the Ganon ahead.
It's actually... I like picking up the map sometimes for, even if it's like a first or second quest dungeon. Just makes it a little easier for me to track which room I'm in Z-Helper, because sometimes I'm mismarking, like which row, which column I'm on. It's usually the rows, not really the columns, but sometimes picking up that map is, it makes it a little easier. Ensures that I'm not mistracking in any way.
I'll always be messing up my columns.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is. The rows for me is tough, because sometimes I mess them up a little bit.
Here we go. Get your GGs in chat for Boogie Smalls, finishing with a time of 1:10:20. So, Boogie will not be joining us on interview this evening. He's just going to go and chill. Game 4 to be determined. Tia, you got a timeline in mind?
Looking at what PDX and Malky are doing, it looks like I don't think there's a race going on tomorrow night or Friday night, so I would say most likely tomorrow night. I know Bogie and I were talking about it earlier in the week, about maybe a Thursday or something. So maybe I'll have to talk to Bogie, but maybe Thursday, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern start time.
All right, sounds good.
But not confirmed yet.
Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled on that schedule to know for sure when this Game 4 will get streamed, and I'm certain you will find it here on SpeedGaming.
And I believe I can safely say everybody is looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, you get a little bit of momentum going into Game 4 now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I've been thinking about, just, I've been, I sat down earlier today and I just asked myself, like, do I really want to win this series? Like, do I really want to win? And, and I rationalized the best way to approach this is don't be thinking about games 4 and 5 right now. Just focus on game 3. Okay. If I can win this game, all right, then I only have to win, one game at a time, I guess. So rather than thinking, okay, I got to win 3 games in a row against Bogie, let's just win game 3 right now. Let's just win tonight. And then anything can happen, tomorrow night or whenever we play next. So, big win here, obviously. And, still have my back against the wall, but as you said, I have momentum going forward, and I live to fight another day, I guess.
Tell you what, the one game at a time mentality, actually, I personally have found that it's much better than the looking at the whole elephant, as it might
Yeah.
be.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, yeah. I mean, if Bogie and I are a coin flip, let's say, I mean, I would have a 1 in 8 chance. It's more complicated than that, obviously, with this game. But I'd have a 1 in 8 chance. But if I'm just thinking about it, one game at a time. Okay, maybe I have a 50-50 chance tonight then, and so. I just think, thinking ahead to games 4 and 5 it's not going to do anything for me. It is not productive. So, the focus was just win tonight. Don't even think about games 4 and 5, and then we'll go from there.
Well, that's going to do it for us here on Speed Gaming, but the Zelda 1 Randomizer fun does not end. Clicking on over to Speed Gaming 2 for the best of the rest finals between PDX Rex and Malkier, currently on their Game 3 with 1 win apiece. And I'll go ahead and tell you, they each already have a white sword. So, we're going to keep going fast. So go on over to Speed Gaming 2 for more Zelda 1 Randomizer action with the best of the rest finals. Thank you, TA, for your time tonight and for the great race.
Yeah, no, thank you for doing the broadcast, and also as well, Opno on the tracking, and thanks to all the viewers in the community. Have a great night.
Yeah, let's give one more hand to our tracker Opno Point for the evening. Unfortunately, we did not mention him at all up until this point of the broadcast. Thank you, Opno, for staying vigilant on them buttons.
And being able to keep up with all of the craziness that was going on.
That was so fast. I don't think you and I ever finished a single frame of thought.
I mean, we might have finished one, at the very beginning. And we did finish the frame of thought of, it's kind of interesting that they're not going straight for the armors, and then TA went for the armors.
Yep. Alright, Speed Gaming 2, let's roll. See y'all next time for Game 4 of the Championship Finals between ta909 and Bogie. Have a good evening.